Hey everybody, it's Maya, and today we are doing an updated review of Il Makiage. It has been several months, maybe like 7 months since I last had my video on Il Makiage, my first impressions / review of the foundation and concealer. But yeah, the main reason I wanted to film another video on Il Makiage despite having a video on my channel already was because my last video kind of blew up out of nowhere. It has I think it has like 2,000 views on it now, and I'm just like, what? Because that video was not doing well at all at the time, and now it just sort of blew up out of nowhere. And I'm getting lots of comments to this day. Yeah, I figure why not make a new video on it, like a new updated review, and show you guys a few of the other products as well. So this is the Il Makiage foundation in shade 20. This is the shade. It's pretty natural looking, neutral I mean. I'm just gonna take some dots of that. Yeah, this shade actually, yeah, it still is, a perfect match on me. Especially now that I lost that tan. It seems to fit pretty well. The foundation is definitely medium to full coverage, meaning you can build it up to a more full coverage if that's what you like. And I remember my first time trying this, I was like scared of the fact that it was full coverage. So I didn't want to like put on a lot at all. But knowing that you can build it definitely makes me more comfortable going into it, because I know it's not going to be like super thick right off the bat. If you are someone who hates fragrance, this foundation is not for you. It smells incredible, like perfume. I love the smell of it, so I don't mind it because it's kind of like some perfume on your face. But for those of you who don't like fragrances or whose skin doesn't like fragrances, it is heavily fragranted. And yeah, I'm really liking how that is looking. And now I'm just going in with the Il Makiage concealer. This is in the shade 2.5. They also shade matched me with this one as well. So I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty concealer brush just to place that where I initially want it. And the shade 2 that they matched me with is really good. It works well with the foundation. It's not too, like, it's a little bit lighter, but it's not too much lighter. And I actually do like the way that it blended out. It's not too thick, but it's definitely not thin either. It's kind of like a mix of the two. Like, it's giving me coverage, but it's also blending out very easily and not getting cakey. So I think I love this concealer. Yeah, face is looking absolutely flawless. No complaints here. There's no sign of foundation sitting on the skin whatsoever. There's no dryness, there's no clinging, there's no separation. It's just flawless. And it's crazy. Like, I know it is pricey, but trust me, it is worth it. Now, the rest of these products are not going to be Il Makiage until we get to the eyes and the lips. So if you are only interested in an Il Makiage type video and only those products, then skip to this part. If you're interested in seeing, my cheek products before I do my eyes, then just keep on watching. So for bronzer, I'm going in with the e.l.f. putty bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. It's been a minute since I've used this actually. I don't know why everyone raves about this bronzer. I have it. It's been sitting in my collection and I just haven't been touching it. I don't know why. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. stippling brush. I just bought the e.l.f. putty bronzer brush. They just released that. It's coming in the mail. Should be here in the next few days, to be honest. So I can't wait because the e.l.f. putty blush brush is amazing. So I wonder if that's going to be just as amazing. I think the reason I stopped using this bronzer was because it was a little too light for me. I could have gone with a deeper shade just for a little bit more payoff. Taking the e.l.f. putty blush brush, and I'm going to pick up a blush that I haven't touched in like a year, to be honest. It's the Colourpop Supershock in the shade Growth Flirt. I didn't touch this because the shade, honestly, it's not a blush shade that I reach for. It's a little like orangey pink, and I prefer either a straight up orange or a straight up pink, not a coral shade. On camera, it's definitely showing up a lot more pretty, but in person, I don't know. It's just this specific shade. It never drew my attention, but this does match the lipstick pretty well. So I'm going to be going into this, and believe it or not, this is not dried out. Being a super shock, I thought that it would be dry by now. Also, I think that when I first bought this, I did not know how the super shocks, this is my first super shock, I did not know the formula and how it actually felt. So I think I was a little turned off by the fact that it wasn't super creamy and that it was more of like a powdery cream in a way. I thought it was going to be kind of like liquid, so I don't know, it just didn't wow me, and I just didn't reach for it ever again. Not that I really need powder with this foundation since it is, you know, matte, so I don't see myself getting oily with a formula like this. You know, when you wear dewy foundations and stuff, you can just tell that you're gonna get oily. This foundation does not make you feel like that. So I'm just setting lightly, just basically touching every single area on my face just so I know for sure that it's set, but I'm not setting heavily at all. I don't really need to. And then for blush, some more blush, because why not? I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic in Ecstasy, and I'm taking this really big brush. I love applying blush with this. It just hugs your cheeks up perfectly, and I'm just sort of stamping it, and then I'm going to swipe it up. And yeah, just super cute. I literally love this brush. I don't know what its main purpose is for, but I use it for blush. Just going in with my r.e.m Beauty highlight in Miss Venus, because this foundation is matte for the 10th time. I do want some glow to my skin, and this highlight is very subtle. It's definitely a highlight that you have to build up, but I like that with this highlight specifically. So for the eyes, we're going to be going in with the Nabla Dreamy palette. I don't know if I ever showed this palette on my channel before, but it's very beautiful, soft, romantic looking. So I'm going to go in with the shade Sistina, which is this cute little peachy color. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid and into the crease, just as like a base color, just to match the tones and the blush as well as the lipstick later. Then I'm going to take Senorita, which is this pretty pink shade, and I'm going to take that specifically in the crease on like a smaller, more detailed brush. And I'm going to fan it out. I kind of want to play with jewels today. Maybe not like multiple jewels, but like, you know, maybe one. I don't want to do anything crazy, so now I'm going to take Rose Gold, shade right here, just on my finger, and just put her on the lid. These shimmer shades are super pigmented and smooth. Did I just ruin this look with this dark shade? I don't know. I think I'm happy with that as the eyes. They're not my favorite eyes. We had some mistakes along the way, but it's fine. Now I'm just going to take Immaculate, which is this really shimmery white shade, and I'm going to take that in the inner corner as well as bringing it above in this area right here and the brow bone. So this is the eyeliner that they sent me when I bought the foundation. They just gave it to me for free for buying the foundation. It's just a liquid waterproof eyeliner in the shade Black Card. You know, it's a little bit rusty. It's had its days. It's like almost dried out at this point, but we're gonna use it. When this eyeliner was new, it was phenomenal, But yeah, I've had it for such a long time. For a liquid liner, the fact that it still has, you know, pigment in it is crazy, because a lot of the eyeliners that I bought brand new, like the r.e.m beauty liner, worked for like the first 2 weeks or so, and then it just started drying out like crazy. What happened to it? Like, it just doesn't really work anymore. So I'm gonna create a wing with it. It's a little bit hard now because the tip is dry, but it's a super black formula. It's a matte black. For those of you who like matte black liners, it stays on all day. Yeah. It's a pretty good liner. It dries down pretty quickly and it stays on all day. So yeah. So I kind of want to stick a gem probably at the top of the eyes. I think that would look kind of cute. I was going to do the bottom, but I don't know how that's going to go, so I probably am going to do the top. I got this pack of jewels from Colourpop because I was going to film a video doing like Euphoria makeup for a week. I just never got around to actually filming it. I will definitely be doing that still. That's something I'm very much interested in. But yeah, I bought these gems for that. So I'm just going to take, I guess, the smallest one just to be safe. And this is a black lash glue. So I'm going to take, oh, that just ripped right out. I'm going to pick some up on my brush and just dab a dot right above my actual crease. That was really easy. Maybe I'll grab the medium sized gem instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay, it's on. That one is on. That was a lot harder than I thought. Y'all, can somebody like tell me how to put these gems on like an easier way? Cause I feel like I'm doing it wrong. I feel like there's like a really easy way that like I don't know about. I feel like my glue is dry. Oh, no, it's not. Is that cute or not? Like, my lights are a little dark, so it's not too, I don't know. I feel like I need a little bit more shimmer on the eyes, or is that enough? You know, an actual shimmer shade. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Just some actual glitter on my eye. Now I'm gonna go in with my Il Makiage mascara. So this mascara is high volume and intense curl mascara in the shade Icon. It is, you know, it's nice, cute looking too. And this mascara specializes more in volume and curl, but not so much lengthening. It's a really good formula. It doesn't smudge or flake. It's super easy to take off at the end of the day. It doesn't clump, you know. It just has, you know, Il Makiage, they kind of have to have good makeup because their price point is very pricey. I think the price of this was more towards the $20 to $30 range. So yeah, it's super pricey for what it is. Right, those are the lashes, the eyeliner, and the mascara from Il Makiage. Very beautiful, very, you know, it looks really good. So no complaints there. And yeah, now I'm gonna quickly do my brows. I'm just using the NYX Lift and Snatch and the NYX brow glue. And I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so now that brows are done, we only have one last step, which is the lips. So I have this Il Makiage lipstick. It is a Dirty Top matte lip color in the shade Elwa. This color is really pretty. It's just a perfect, like, pinky mauve shade on me. Or just like your lips but better kind of shade. I love the formula because it goes on matte and it's just really easy to use. It's not too creamy where like you mess up and that it slips everywhere. But yeah, it is matte obviously, so if you're someone who doesn't like matte things, like me for instance, I don't usually reach for matte lipsticks, but this one, it just like smoothed out my lips. Like as you can see, it just looks super smooth and everything. Yeah, my skin is looking so good with this foundation on it. It's just so good. If you're interested in a wear test, I did do one in my last Il Makiage video that I will have linked in the description and all of that. It's going to be easy to find for you if you really want a more thorough, in-depth review of the makeup. The wear test literally just looked like this. Like there was no budging. I didn't get oily. The makeup just stayed looking perfect. I got a little bit oily, like as you would expect, but it still remained really perfect. And I had like everything on. Like the foundation is just really good. Just trust me on that. It's just up to you if you want to spend the price point of it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, you know, get this video out there to others, leave a comment, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.